Hello, hello, what's up, Guru Nation? Welcome in to a brand new Mock Draft Monday, y'all. The Guru Nation podcast is live every Monday with Mock Draft Monday, and here you are, live for Mock Draft Monday. It's as simple as that. Spencer Guru here to get y'all right for draft day. That's what we're here for, get y'all in league-winning mode, so by the time your real draft gets rolling, you'll have a great time and have a great team and win your league, hopefully. May the fantasy gods be with you. But, yeah, I think as long as you're prepared, that's all you can ask for. Not going to win every time, but all you can do is give yourself the best chance to win. Before I start rambling, let's play this intro thing, and then we'll introduce our special guest, Justin Jaksa of Dr. Roto. He's been a guest on here before, Fantasy Follow over on Instagram. But let's play this little intro, and we'll get right into it. Hello, what's up, Guru Nation? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, y'all. Let's bring him out. You already know him, man. He's appeared on the show before. Always brings great insight, y'all. Justin from Dr. Roto. What up, bro? Oh, we can't hear you, bro. You're muted. Uh-oh, having some... There you are. What up, Justin?
Sorry about that, man. These technical difficulties here, trying to get everything cooking here. But
no worries, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. Long time, follower, and you've been doing these mock draft Mondays for many years now, and you started the whole thing, man. And now everybody's doing them. And kudos to you for continuing the tradition. And everybody looks forward to these come Monday night when fantasy season starts, football season starts. We got training camps, going on right now, and we're full go. We've been getting ready for a while, and now it's finally here. So just looking forward to doing the mock draft and chopping it up and talking some ball with you tonight.
Yeah, likewise, bro. Yeah, really excited to get this thing going. Our first time doing a Mock Draft Monday together. I know you've had a lot of golf on your end, so you've been having fun with that. So but time to get back in this fantasy football gym for sure.
Yeah, we're dodging tropical storms down here in South Florida, but in between trying to find some time to play some golf and, grinding on fantasy content, trying to, get this season rolling and get our drafts cooking here and try to draft the best teams we can. And that's what we're here for.
100%. Let's shout out our chat here. Fresh in the building. What up, Fresh? And Marty in the house. I know he's in the draft. What up, Marty? And so we have our grades as well afterwards. We're going to grade all 12 teams. Chad Hance has the first pick. Let's get this thing underway. Chad Hance in our experts versus followers Superflex league. So I know he's going to bring the heat. Drafted a nice squad last week. But I don't know about you, Justin, but I'm assuming that in a Superflex. Oh, CMC. Okay. I was about to say, I'm assuming it's going to be a quarterback, but you never know what might happen. Sometimes a skill guy will go at the number one, and if it's going to be a skill guy, it's probably going to be McCaffrey, I'd say.
Yeah, mild surprise there. Typically it goes, quarterback heavy here at the top, but, CMC, he's kind of like the one exception here. So, oh, wow. We got another pivot here.
Yeah, CD. Wow. Yeah, you get your pick of the litter of the quarterbacks if that's the direction you want to go in.
Yeah, I'll go with Jalen Hurts there.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, Jalen Hurts is my QB2. So, I mean, if I'd have had the second pick, I would have definitely considered him. But you got him there at the 4, so that's really good value. There goes Mahomes at the 5. Here I am at the 6. So, pretty much torn here between Lamar and a skill player. If I had to take a skill, probably be Tyreek Hill, maybe Amon-Ra. I'm a big Amon-Ra truther, but I think I'm going to play it safe here and go with Lamar because I think Lamar is one of those ones that he has a solid 4 and has that overall QB1 upside.
He sure does. I mean, he came into camp, lighter, quicker. I don't know how much quicker he can get, but
Yeah, he did, because they got Derrick Henry, the King Henry is probably going to be thunder and lightning.
Yeah, I think that's going to preserve Lamar too, with Henry taking some of the beating off of him.
Right. He's going to play lighter, try to avoid hits, I would think.
Taking the goal line reps, and that's a good match.
Right, yeah, because the touchdowns for Lamar might go down a tad, but I think the overall fantasy value should go up because he'll probably be a little more efficient as a passer with Henry back there to take attention from defenses. Plus, I think Lamar will get more rushing yards now that he's a little lighter. It'll be a little more elusive, tougher to bring down.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm interested that we haven't talked a lot about players and everything like that. Usually in the offseason, me and you, we kind of, talk about different guys. Tonight, we're going to be talking kind of like, we've chatted a little bit, but this is going to be, good dialogue here. I kind of haven't heard what a lot of your thoughts are on players. So I'm curious to hear some things tonight.
Right. Yeah. Likewise, bro. Yeah. Cause I know we're in a few leagues together, the dynasty and then the all in. So, we like to, we just both genuinely enjoy talking ball, like you said earlier. So be interesting to see how it all plays out. And we've now got 6 QBs off the board in the first 9. Joe Burrow went a little higher than usual. Joe Shiesty goes there at pick 8. People digging the Slim Shady look, I guess. And then CJ Stroud at pick 9. That's fair, I'd say. And then Jets Jefferson at 10. They're showing Jettis some love. He's been slipping a little bit in these things. Sometimes they fall like the second round of a super flex.
Quarterback situation is a little scary there. So,
yeah,
that's
no doubt.
When you've got elite at the top, and there's that little bit of separation because of, concerns over Darnold or, when's JJ going to step in.
It's rough over there.
Yeah. He's still, the elite of the elite, but you just got to kind of pause a little bit.
Yeah, it's wild how big of a drop off like Kirk Cousins to that is, because you're like, Kirk Cousins, he's not that great. But then you really think about it, man, Kirk Cousins actually a pretty damn good quarterback to where like it's a big drop off for sure. And I think it's going to hurt Jettis a little bit in fantasy. I have him as my WR5 as a result. I have Amon-Ra and Chase ranked above him in my PPR ranks.
Yeah, I'm high on Amon-Ra as well. I've been kicking around with him and Tyreek at the top, and then I had Amon-Ra ahead of him, but then now Tyreek restructured the contract, which kind of like sufficed some of the concerns that I had, and I think a lot of people had how committed, and he's obviously still wants like that 2,000 yards, and he's still gonna go off this year. But Amon-Ra has just, with the less target competition that in Detroit, it's just like him, Laporta, and, they've got Jameson Williams there, a guy we could talk about. He'll go somewhere later in this draft, but he's kind of a sleeper that's on a lot of people's radar. But other than that, not a lot. I suppose Gibbs out of the backfield, but I just think overall Amon-Ra has less target competition than Tyreek, who's got another elite guy alongside of him there with Waddle.
Yeah. I think Waddle's going to be a little more involved this year. I went with A.J. Brown here at the 2-7. I hadn't gotten much A.J. Brown in these mocks. I felt like this was a good spot for him. Thought about maybe going with a second QB, but the way this thing's been trending, a lot of skill players going high, I felt like I needed to secure my alpha WR1 or else I'd be kind of kicking myself, because that position, man, people don't play around anymore with the receiver position. If you're a great receiver, you're going to get scooped up high. They're just, more reliable a lot of times than the RBs. Yeah, Jefferson was pretty good with Mullins, but Mullins was like a gunslinging type where like I feel like Darnold and McCarthy are going to play it a little more conservative, close to the vest. That's why I'm a little concerned. I feel like the Vikings offense as a whole just going to be more like low pass volume, ugly, kind of just not very effective, but it's Kevin O'Connell, though, is still calling the plays. So I'm not going to say Jefferson's going to bust, but I'm just not really prioritizing him unless he would like fall to me at the end of the first. And Jay Love, that's who I almost took, Justin. That's a great pick, man. I was torn between Jordan Love there and A.J. Brown. Almost went Jay Love. But like I said, A.J. Brown, the thought of A.J. Brown's been growing on me because I think in Kellen Moore's offense, he could definitely be a top 5 wideout. But, yeah, Jordan Love, man, I mean, he should only get better in that system.
Yeah, was he like QB6 or QB7 in like fantasy points per game last year, something like that? Yeah, he just had a really, really good year, breakout year. And, although there's concerns with the wide receiving core, that's not going to hurt Love. I mean, he's going to have plenty of guys to throw to. So they've got to kind of sort themselves out who's going to be the main guy. But overall, Love's got enough weapons there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's got like 4 guys that are very capable, plus the tight end, Luke Musgrave. So I think Love's in a good position to for sure be a top 10 QB, possibly top 5 if things break right, because they're not really that much of a running team there. Like Josh Jacobs, I've kind of toned it down on Josh Jacobs. I was thinking, oh, he's going to have a great year, but the more I think about it, it's like that's Jordan Love's offense. So I think he's the one, and him and his receivers. It's just tough with the receivers. Like you want to say Jaden Reed, but in the reports are saying Romeo Dobbs is getting more snaps. So it's kind of tough because Dobbs is kind of the least appealing, I'd say, because Watson's more the speed burner, deep guy. Reed's another explosive playmaker, but Dobbs might be just a safe PPR guy. Oh, there goes Olave. Got my boy.
It's always Chris Olave time. You know that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's an explosive playmaker. Can't go wrong with Chris Olave there. You know what you're getting. Let's see what I'm going to do here. This is a tough spot. I could.
Well, yeah, I hear you. This Dobbs hype in camp. I'll let you make your pick, but I'll kind of piggyback off of what you were saying. It was like all of a sudden he's getting, these positive training camp reports, and he was solid. I was never a fan of his, but I mean, Love seems to like him, and I hate to say I'm going to do a total about face on him because when I did my scouting of him, I was not a fan of his one bit at all. And now it's kind of like opportunity is going to kind of overtake that, and he's developing into a decent pro. I don't think I've done a complete 180 on him yet. I still like Watson. I still like Reed, but Dobbs is definitely kind of making a little bit of a come up here.
For sure, man. Yeah, his stock's definitely on the rise. Would love being a pretty high volume guy. I went with ETN with my pick there. Could have gone Pacheco or Derrick Henry. But I feel like ETN's the safe play as far as he gets volume and he can catch. He kind of has a total package. His efficiency dropped some last year, but Jacksonville's offense as a whole should be somewhat improved this year. So I think the efficiency will be a little bit better. Plus, Tank Bigsby hadn't really stepped up, so it looks like it's going to be a whole lot of ETN again.
I think Bigsby graded as like the worst running back in football last year, according to like PFF and all those advanced grading scales. Yeah, he was just terrible. I mean, even when they throw the ball to him, he'd like drop it and they'd intercept it, and he
blew it, man. He's
like a comedy of errors with him. And then they were hyping him up last preseason. They're doing it again now, and I'm not buying into that stuff.
Yeah, I'm out on that. That's for sure. Because he's like, you got to show me something. And I mean, he showed basically nothing last year to where I'm just like, nah, bro. Like, someone else can take the chance. Because the thing with him in fantasy, it's like he's basically free. So if you have an ETN like in a deep league, maybe, but like for this, I don't even think I'm going to bother taking him as a handcuff because
I'm just saying it boosts the value of ETN,
facts. Facts. Yeah. Caleb and Jaden. Wow, the rookie QB duo there. That's spicy.
I don't mind that.
Yeah, I don't either. It's kind of like I didn't really like the Caleb. I feel like that was kind of a reach, especially over Dak. But Jaden, I love the value there with Jaden. 4th round for Jaden. I'm all about that. Yeah, that's a good
A
pick.
little bit
That's
of risk, though.
right. Yeah, he
got-
will definitely have some growing pains, I'm sure, but I just love his upside. He's such a great runner.
Yeah, he was impressive last year. I mean, he could throw the ball too. Honestly, I mean, his stats were just like through the roof, like passing, rushing. He's just like a great prospect, and I think he's a better thrower than people give him credit. I think he's going to prove that right away. But Caleb's got the better weapons, though. Caleb's walks into the best situation ever for a rookie quarterback.
Yeah, for real. He's just got it
These
ready
Hall of
made.
Fame. He's got Keenan Allen. He's got DJ Moore. He's got the elite
Roma
prospect of
Dunze,
Dunze.
Cole
Cole Kmet.
Kmet, Swift.
I mean,
He's got it
what
all.
more of a situation can you ask for? They paid DeAndre Swift. They overpaid him
Yeah.
to bring in a veteran. And, Caleb's got everything in front of him there. So,
Peacock, what up, bro? Yep. For those that don't know, Peacock's got all the dopest merch. Got going on his shirts on right now to change your vibes joint, and then got the Spencer the Guru merch on there. So he's a sponsor of our morning show on the Gen Wealth Net, Wake Your Game Up. So go check out neonpeacockmerch.com. Kaka. What you thinking here, Justin?
I need a running back.
What up, Chase?
I'm checking out receiver, though. Who we got left on the receiver board here? We still got a lot of good receivers here.
Yeah, they do. I thought about it. They had some good ones. Ayuk was on my radar, but with the trade rumors, man, I'm just not sure. Oh, Jalen Waddle. There you go. Yep. Peacock's got a Waddle, the inspired shirt on his site, by the way, for those Waddle fans. But yeah, I like the pick there. Olave and Waddle. I got that duo. I got the trio actually of Marv Jr., Olave, and Waddle in a dynasty startup earlier this summer. And it was Superflex, and my first pick was Mahomes.
Pretty good start.
I was loving that.
Yeah,
I was loving that. I almost took Jaden instead of Marv Jr., but I was like, man, Marv Jr. is just such a generational type prospect. Felt like I couldn't pass on him. I knew he wasn't going to come back to me in round 3.
Yeah, he's like dynasty wide receiver 5 already, or
yeah, it's insane.
Top 5 before he's even caught a pass.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Oh yeah, Lee. Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, I didn't have time fresh to send the link out to everybody. I was kind of in a rush tonight. So, but if you have his number, bro, text Lee the link. I'm sure he'd be more than happy to tune in. Because yeah, Lee's one of our regulars. But Kirk Cousins, Justin Herbert, going off the board there. QBs, man. I took Goff. I feel like I kind of had to go QB right there because those QB2s are flying off. About to start flying off. So I went with Goff. I feel like he's a good compliment to Lamar because, Lamar being a runner, Goff a pocket passer. I kind of like having like 2 different types of QBs in a super flex.
Goff's got that. He's like the perfect super flex quarterback. That steady floor, that safe floor.
Exactly.
He's just perfect.
Yeah, he is. He's nothing flashy, but for the 4th round, it's just, you just want a safe, steady option, and that's exactly what he is. Oh, damn it. They took Cooper Kupp. I was thinking about maybe going Cooper Kupp here, especially with the Puka news, but you didn't even get him either.
Yeah, I was looking at him, but
yeah, people are too savvy to let him
people
slip.
People are on to him already. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, he's such a bargain this year because it's like, as long if he's healthy, him and Puka, that's like a 1A, 1B. It's not like Puka's all of a sudden this like clear alpha.
I'm going to go off the board a little bit here.
Okay, I like the AK, because with PPR, he's definitely going to get his. He's definitely got a very stable floor in PPR with Derek Carr being the dump-off machine that he is.
Yeah, I mean, he's closely ranked with, Mixon, Cook, Rashad White. I was probably between Rashad White and Kamara there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, and you didn't have a running back yet. I already got a running back, so I think I'm gonna go DJ Moore right
There
here.
you
They
go.
talked about the cast of characters Caleb had. And I think DJ Moore is going to be the best one, most consistent one, have
Super
the most
underrated,
fantasy
man.
value.
Super
Yeah.
underrated. I can't believe why don't people like DJ Moore, Spencer? I can't figure this one out because
Yeah, I think he got a lot of stank on him from when he was with the Panthers. Like I don't know, he just like he'd always show flashes but could never put it all together. But last year he did with the Bears, and it wasn't even a good QB situation. So, yeah, people need to wake up about DJ Moore. I'm already going with an interesting strategy. 3 running backs in the 3rd, 4th, 5th rounds. I thought about Rashad White, but I'm going to keep waiting. Good thing not everyone's like Marty, or else we'd have no running backs left.
But yeah, back to Cup. I mean, he's a serious riser.
Yeah,
Honestly,
he is, man.
I'm a little
He's
disappointed.
skyrocketed.
I was hearing these reports out of Rams camp that he was getting more targets than Puka, looking like he's the wide receiver 1. And then now with the injury, it's kind of like the cat's out of the bag now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he ain't getting Cup cheap anymore.
Yeah, Cup was like showing out. He looked healthy, and then there was a report that he's healthy. And, that now it's out, so no cheap Cup.
Not at all. Yeah, because I think now he's just kind of going where he should go, like a mid-range WR2. If he starts going much higher than that, I'm probably going to stay away because of the extensive injury history and the age. But if he's still going as like in the late 3rd, early 4th in a single QB, I'm cool with that. And then in the 5th of a Superflex, I'm cool with that too. I feel like he went at a good. I mean, I had him on my queue. I got sniped, But DJ Moore, I'm more than okay with DJ Moore.
All right. I mean, I started thinking a vacuum. I'd rather have Cup than Puka because I just started thinking about Puka, and I'm like,
yeah, value wise, 100%. I don't know about head up, but value wise, yeah.
Yeah, wide receiver 7 was way too rich, and he's a product of that system. I mean, Puka, he's just not. He's just a project. He's a product of that system, and I saw this somewhere like the NFL ranked him in the top 50 players, and I was like, really? I just don't have that high of a grade on him. I'm not saying. I mean, he had a fantastic rookie year, and I'm not completely crapping on the guy, but Cup looks like he's going to be the dog there again.
Yeah, man. I mean, Cooper Kupp, when he's right, is a true number 1 alpha receiver. I think in that offense, though, there's enough to go around for them both to shine. I think they'll both be nice for fantasy. But if Kupp's going 3 rounds later, then yeah, give me the Kupp later for sure.
Yep.
Let's see here. So the RB2 group has gotten kind of uninspiring, so I'm not going to mess with that. The receivers here, there's some pretty good ones I could go with, but they've got a couple of tight ends here. They just took Kincaid, but I'm going to go ahead and take Trey McBride. I know they got Marv Jr. now, but I think Trey McBride's going to be a top 5 tight end this year. Not much there outside of him and Marv Jr., and we know Kyler is going to sling that thing.
For sure. He's the number 2 guy there, and Kyler's back, and yeah, there's not much to add there other than he's going to be great for fantasy. All right, let's see here.
Yeah, because last year he was, as I say, the only game in town. Yeah, and as we go down the stretch, he was like the best tight end.
All right, well, I can't pass up my guy Tank.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, Tank, bro. Tank is he's the value of that group because I like Nico. I don't really like Diggs, but Tank, it's I like Tank and Nico the best. But Tank's definitely the best value of the 2.
Yeah, I mean, get him around 6 here, almost round 7. I mean, I know it's super flex, but I'm taking him every time in round 5 in a regular single quarterback. If I can get him, I'm taking him. I
hear that. That's
yeah.
fair.
I mean, he's back. We saw what the splits were. 700 yards and whatever, 7 touchdowns over 10 games. I mean, He's for a guy his size, he was like top 10 in contested catches, which just is phenomenal for someone that small to go up there and compete for the ball. And he's a great fit for that offense.
Yeah, he's CJ Stroud's guy.
Yep.
CJ Stroud wanted them to draft him, and they did. And it's that you see that so much nowadays, like Burrow to Chase, Tua to Waddle, Stroud to Dell, so many college to quarterback receiver connections brought to life in the NFL. Pretty nice to see there. George Pickens goes. What are your thoughts on this Ayuk thing, man? Trending news: Ayuk might get traded. Looking like the Steelers are the early favorites to land him. I really hope that doesn't happen, because to me, if that happens, that kills not only Ayuk's value but also George Pickens, who just got selected here.
Yeah, that would completely nuke Pickens. Yeah, and I think it would hurt Ayuk too, because Russ and Fields. I mean, that's just not doing it for you. Going from Purdy and that Shanahan offense to that, I mean, that's a big change in a negative way. I feel like I don't care how many targets he'll get. It's just not. I mean, that 49ers offense is one of the most efficient football. You look at all the efficiency grades, and like every single one of their players is at the top of the line there, so to speak, in terms of efficiency. And then you go to Pittsburgh, and it's just, I wouldn't like that at all. I saw that. I kind of got sick to my stomach earlier. I had George Pickens in one of my dynasty leagues, and I'm thinking maybe I got to move him, because.
Yeah. If you're going to move him before that trade would go down.
Yeah.
Because I'm glad I moved him in our dynasty. I moved off of him when his stock was high after the NFL draft, because the Steelers didn't really draft anyone of significance outside of Roman Wilson.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Ayuk, man, I still think they keep him. My theory is that I'm not going to believe the trade stuff until I see it actually happen. Because to me, the 49ers would be foolish to trade him. I mean, it wouldn't shock me, though, because I feel like Kyle Shanahan's one of those coaches that's arrogant and is probably like, I don't need Ayuk. I can put anybody in there and we'll be fine. Because, I mean, let's be real. He's been probably the best offensive coach in the NFL over the past 5 years. But I feel like losing Ayuk could hurt them, because Ricky Pearsall is a pretty good prospect, but I don't know if he's ready for some big high volume role right away.
Yeah.
I mean, they should have gone Ladd McConkey. They let the Chargers get Laddie. I think Ladd's in for a big rookie year.
Yeah, I couldn't believe Pearsall was a first-round pick. I mean, he's good, but yeah, he's not as good as Ladd. I mean,
Keon, he went above Keon, Adnan Mitchell.
Yeah, I had all those guys ranked higher than Pearsall. Slick Rick.
Yeah, but again, it goes back to the Shanahan thing. It's like he's probably thinking like, I'm the best, I'm the genius. I can put anyone in this spot and they're going to succeed.
Yeah. I mean, I think Ayuk's underrated, honestly. His advanced stats, you'll hear kind of a theme with me. I dug heavily into these advanced stats this offseason, Spencer. Mm-hmm. And elite, he's up there. I mean, there's guys, the most elite guys. He's one of them in terms of all those metrics you hear about: route yards per route run, contested catches. I mean, you name it. Adjusted target per completion. All these, basically, you take all these advanced stats, I threw them into a blender, and they spit out some of the most efficient players. And Ayuk was one of them. And there's some other guys in there too that you'll hear me. DJ Moore was another one. Nico Collins. These guys just had impressive analytics profiles. And right. I think it's a piece of the puzzle that we kind of forget in fantasy. We've got I don't want to get too far away from the draft here, but you've got ADP. You're looking at a player from a fantasy perspective. You've got analytics. You've got the betting markets. You've got like how players are viewed long term with dynasty and age and draft capital. And I think you have to look at all these different components and weigh them. And
right.
That's a little bit of a different philosophy I've been taking this year. Now, ADP is still got to be weighed heavily because when we're in these drafts, we got to know where they're valued, in order to take them. So I weighed, in my model, I weighed ADP and how the fantasy community views players higher than some of those other metrics because I think it is one of the most important.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, we're about halfway through this draft now. You can take a minute, let the people know where they can find your work. I know Dr. Roto has been your main thing lately, it seems, but let them know.
Yeah, drroto.com. I've been doing a lot more with Doc, and he's let me I'm doing rankings over there now. I mean, I was doing a lot of articles, but now he's asking me to do all the rankings for the subscribers there, and so we're doing preseason ranks, we're doing in-season ranks, Superflex, regular. It's been kind of a whirlwind. He had me on his Sirius XM radio show.
Right. Yeah, I peeped that. Yeah. Good job with that. Yep.
What a thrill to go on national radio it was with Doc, a Hall of Famer.
Oh, yeah, man.
Kind of asked me what I thought about like the Senior Bowl. I mean, I've gone on this tour, to the Senior Bowl, the Shrine Bowl, and then, onto the Sirius XM show. And, it's been a fun ride, man.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. And I put the link for those that are looking at on here on YouTube. Link in the description. The Dr. Roto, Justin's author page. So y'all go check that out. All right, back on the clock here. Damn it, man, this is tough. I could go RB2, could go insurance policy QB3. I think I'm gonna pass on that. We're gonna play it risky. We're gonna try to. Well, I say risky. I mean, I needed an RB2, so it's kind of just picking and choosing. Let's see. Man, there are some receivers that I'd kind of like to get here, but I think I'm gonna wait on that. I need my RB2. Dang it, man. This is a tough choice. I'll go with old tried and true James Conner. I feel like he's just steady, what you're getting there. Yeah, I mean, it's just I wanted to go Zamir White. I was I may have just spoiled your pick. Sorry if I did, but those were the two I was deciding between. I went with Conner because I felt like he was a little more proven, probably a little safer.
Well, I guess I'll go the other way then and grab Zamir then.
All right, yeah, that's what I was like, man. They were all, and Najee's kind of in there too, so yeah. I mean, Zamir, I think Zamir's got a nice path. I almost went Zamir because I feel like his offense might be a little more friendly from the standpoint of their QB situations pretty bad where they're going to be running it a lot. So I bet Zamir ends up outpacing Conner rushing attempts-wise, but I think Conner's going to be a little better all around because I think this could end up being kind of a redshirt year for Trey Benson. I think Benson eventually ends up the guy there. I think he's a good dynasty hold, but for redraft, I'm pretty much out on Benson other than like as a handcuff because I think as long as Conner's healthy, he's still the bell cow there.
Yeah, Gannon came out and said, Benson's really struggling right now in camp. So I've like you taking a hands-off approach now. I don't even really want him. I mean, as a cuff, he's fine, but he has no standalone value at this point. I mean, Coach Gannon just trashed him. Just said he's really struggling, and
yeah, I was hoping he's not the next Tank Bigsby. Whew.
He's better than that.
But yeah, I thought he'll be better than that, or even like Kendre Miller. Like, man, Kendre Miller, it's not looking good, man. He got trashed by freaking Dennis Allen, and Dennis Allen's normally a real passive, doesn't like to criticize people, but even he has had enough of Kendre Miller's injuries.
Bro, that hurts my soul with Kendre. You know what?
I know, man.
Kendre truther I am. I thought this was maybe the year, and you can't make the club from the tub, right? I mean,
yeah, that's basically what he's saying. He's like, you're not gonna see the field in the training room.
Another injury, man. Just
sheesh. Yeah,
disheartening for sure.
Right. Yeah. Tony Pollard, what are your thoughts on that backfield? That's a backfield that's kind of interesting. And then Jonathan Brooks. But the thing with Brooks, I've moved Brooks down in the ranks because they're saying he's not even expected back till week 3 or 4 for redraft. I'm kind of like, that sucks.
I moved him. Yeah, I moved him down too. I had him like RB 24, 25. I moved him down to like RB 30 something at this point. It's
a
little scary with him. He'll be back. I think we did chat about him where he could make a second half impact for you on your squad for sure.
Yeah, you gotta be patient with him. And a good thing with him, if he's out the first few weeks, you can put him on your IR list, on your IR
Good
slot,
point.
where you can just stash him.
Good point.
Bunch of running backs there. Zach Moss, good value. Nick Chubb, good value. Austin Eckler. Oof.
Calvin Ridley off the board already, I believe.
Yeah, he went at the 8-1.
That's a guy moving up. I've been keeping my eye on now with D-Hop getting banged up.
Yep, one of those helium risers, as he like to say.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, man, I'm torn here. I got the trio of Chiefs receivers here to pick from. I got to take one of them. So, which one? Let's see here. I actually have Rice highest on my board.
That was smart. It sounds like the Rice suspension might not even happen till next year.
Yep.
I moved him up a bunch in my ranks. I got him now in my top 48 because I'm like, shit, I mean, if he plays, like he could be the steal of the draft.
I completely agree. Yeah, no suspend. I mean, you're probably not even going to suspend him until next year. And
facts.
He was another one of those all efficiency guys, man. His metrics are just through the roof. What an impressive rookie year. And Mahomes has got these monsters on the outside now, man. These 3 good receivers. It's just like Patty Mahomes has got this type of weaponry. I mean, that is going to be some fun stuff to watch.
Exactly. Yeah, they all went there, all close. I could add Worthy, but I went Lad McConkey instead.
Oh.
I think the Laddie's going to have a nice rookie year. Herbert's got to throw to somebody.
You don't got to sell me on Lad McConkey, Spencer. I mean, I got to see him up close at the Senior Bowl, and, he was the best wide receiver there from start to finish. Made Leggett. I mean, Leggett was there and all these other guys, and it was just the Lad McConkey show the entire time. I mean, he made all the catches. He ran all the routes. He was explosive off the line, explosive in the open field. I mean,
checks all the boxes, it sounds like.
Yeah, a little bit. You kind of worry about the size, and some injury concerns. He's a little banged up already, I saw. But, other than that.
Right. Yeah, I'm not too concerned about that. The thing is, man, Quentin Johnston looks like such a bust. Like, he's kind of like the Tank Bigsby equivalent for wide receivers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's just dropping pass after pass. Like, every video I see of him is him dropping something.
Yeah, he's terrible. I mean, what a waste of a first-round pick that was.
Yeah, that's the old regime, though. Jim Harbaugh. He was trying to put lipstick on a pig with that, but deep down, he's probably like, "Yeah, we ain't getting nothing out of this guy." Josh Palmer is sneaky, though.
Did he just go?
No, I shouldn't have said his name. Damn it!
Okay.
Now he's gonna. Maybe I'll get him in the 10th.
These guys, all your guys in here, man, are probably listening and.
Yeah, they're sharp.
Sniping your picks then. Yeah.
I'm sure they already had him on their queue. Antonio, what up, bro?
Yeah, no, I was just joking.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that's the thing with Bogart in there. I was like, don't say names. Yeah, man, the D-Hop news, that sucks. Because I was thinking D-Hop would be one of those like cheap value type players, but now with the injury, I don't know, man. He's getting old.
He might be ready, but you worry about a knee.
Just about to say, I'm kind of out. Like, because then you got Ridley, Tyler Boyd, Chiggy Okonkwo might be more involved. Trey Burks, Trey Burks might be able to carve out a role.
Mm-hmm. I think Burks will now. This is going to open up the window for him a little bit.
Right? Javonte, Raheem Mostert. Yep, a lot of these RBs going off 3s and 4s. Might have to grab one with my next pick. What up, Joseph? Where you at, bro? You normally in the draft. Joseph, one of our regulars. Appreciate him tapping in. Boston Sports back in the house. Shout out to Andrew. He's on the clock here. He couldn't make it last week. He's at the Red Sox game. He's a real-life Boston Sports fan. Lives out that way. So he's one of our regulars, though. Looks like he's got a pretty good team cooked up here. And shout out to all of our new drafters. We got a few new drafters tonight. Pretty much all regulars, it looks like. But we've got, I think, a couple new guys. So shout out to everyone that's participating tonight. Couldn't do it without y'all. This is kind of that dead zone, though, bro, where these freaking Denver guys, man. Denver's just that offense that nobody really wants it. But when you get to the late rounds, you kind of just have to suck it up and take the chance.
Plug your nose.
Yep, and just hope that Sean Payton gets something out of it because, man, it looks brutal on paper. I don't see where he's going to be able to do much with it.
How did Javonte go from maybe getting cut to being like in the best shape of his life and taking first team reps from the get-go? And what the heck was that all about? I mean,
that was just Sean Payton trying to light a fire under his ass, and it seems to have worked.
Yeah. But
Sean Payton's a pretty savvy coach.
That report was late, though. Like, it was like him or Perrine were going to get cut, and like the undrafted free agent Blake Watson was going to make the team over him. And I just didn't know what to make of it. For a second there, I thought they might actually they might move him or cut him.
Yep. Yeah. Facts. I'm going to take a chance on the Devin Singletary right here. Not a flashy pick or anything, not too proud of it, but at this point, you just kind of have to do what you got to do, you know?
Yeah.
That offense looks brutal. Honestly, I probably should have gone a different direction, but, man, this is the freaking dead zone, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's any maybe receivers here. Tajay Spears, I might have went him there.
Yeah, that's probably who I should have went with. Yeah, I'm mad now. Devin, that was a bad pick. Give myself an F for that pick. Singletary. Although the thing is, though, you gotta, you know.
I'm gonna go here. I know we had a report come out about Zach Moss being the first, but we had a lot of good Chase Brown buzz going on.
Right. I like that.
He was getting a lot of the first team reps, and there was a lot of excitement about him for a few days there. Now it's kind of cooled off a little bit, but I think he's done enough to carve out a role here.
Agreed. Yeah, because Zach Moss, let's be real, throughout his career, he has not been some great workhorse. He had the little run last year, but he's definitely not a proven commodity. So I think Chase Brown could definitely have a significant role there in that backfield. I don't see Zach Moss getting the heavy workload that Joe Mixon got.
No, Mixon was a workhorse. If any, I mean, we can with all the issues that Joe Mixon has had, he was still always a stable option.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I like him with the Texans. He tends to go at a pretty good price in the drafts there. I didn't get a chance to get him. Where did he go here? Fourth?
Man, these guys are sharp.
Fifth round. No, fourth. What? Wait, fifth round. He went at a pretty good price. Yeah, they are, bro.
I was going to grab JMO or JSN right there on the way back. And
they both.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got some sharps in here for sure. Shout out to everybody. This isn't your casual home league.
Those are some good picks there.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, I'm excited. You know, I'm in mostly degenerate leagues, but it'll be kind of nice to do a few home leagues, laugh at some of the outlandish picks.
Yeah.
Seeing how drunk people can get. The thing is, though, it's like it usually doesn't hurt them too bad because by the time the draft's ending, it's usually those picks don't really mean much anyway. Because it's like most of the home leagues I'm in, the people have been doing it. I feel like it's kind of hard to like, because most people like, it's hard to really like to get some really stacked team. Because even if someone's like doesn't really know what they're doing, there's so many sources out there like us. If they just take it's 10, 15 minutes to do a little quick research, they'll be pretty up to speed. Like, I mean, they won't be making great picks, probably, but they'll be making a lot better than if they had gone in blind.
Yeah, I mean, even like sleeper ADP is sharp. I mean, with all
Yeah,
these
exactly.
you could just the sleeper ADP helps you. I mean, like I looked at ADP from like sleeper, underdog, and FFPC. Those are like where the sharp players play. I don't even care about ESPN ADP.
Oh yeah, that's
or Yahoo ADP. It just it ruins what the perception of the players actually are. So it's like if you want to get true ADP, it's sleeper, it's underdog where all the sharp people are playing.
Yeah, best ball DGNs all go to underdog. Yeah. Yep.
Oh, I thought I was okay. I was up next. All right, I was like, did it auto me there? All right, cool.
No, you're good.
All right, well, I guess I'll take the plunge and grab, stop the fall there on Hopkins.
I feel that, yeah, because I mean he's probably going to miss a couple weeks at most, and he's had a good health history for the most part in his career. So getting up in age, but at this point, it's like, why not?
Yeah, sounds like a 4 to 5 week injury. I mean, they still got time here, so.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't mind it. Yep. Let's see what else we're gonna get right here. I might have to go with my third QB. Don't really want to, but there is a name that's kind of catching my eye. I think I'm probably gonna have to take him here if I want him.
This I gotta see.
You're gonna see. He's in a sleeper ADP. It's got him really low, but I'm like, this is to me. I just gotta pull the trigger, man, because if he wins the job, I think you know what I'm talking about. If he wins the job, he's a must start.
No, I mean it's Superflex at third quarterback's value.
Justin Fields.
Oh yeah, he's been playing well, honestly. Preseason, they've been saying. So
yeah, he has, man. And it's like Russ has been banged up. Russ is at an age to where they're not gonna just be like, oh, he's a must start. I don't think he doesn't really. They're both new to the system. So if Russ keeps missing those valuable reps, then I think there's a decent chance Fields gets the starting nod week 1.
Yeah, I mean, the only pushback I'll give is just kind of like the way I like think about it from like a training camp setting. Like Justin Fields, this big athletic guy comes in there, and of course he's gonna like wow in that setting, right? He's gonna run around, he's gonna look like a beast, looks like Tarzan, plays like Jane type of thing, but. That's where kind of like he looks his best, so he's going to stand out in training camp. And then when defenses start, making adjustments, moving around, pre-snap and all that stuff, that's where Fields struggles, right? So that would be my only thing. I think the odds say Russ is still going to be the quarterback, and I don't think Tomlin would demote him based on injury, because Tomlin's kind of like one of those guys that sticks to that type of stuff. Like he won't demote you due to injury, but still the upside pick is there. I'm just kind of playing devil's advocate there. With what could happen,
the other argument why I like Fields a lot as a third is because with bye weeks, probably want to use him early. By the time you need to use him, when the bye weeks come around, hopefully he'd be the full-time starter at that point.
I think at some point he definitely will start. I mean, he'll definitely get some starts.
Oh, yeah. Chad says, nice pick. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, no, he wasn't making it back. That's for sure. I knew I had to get him there because look who went after him, Russ and Carr. I mean, yeah, I knew he wasn't making it back. Yep, Damian Pierce, Adonai, Khalil Shakir. Yeah, it's interesting. Some of these late round dart throws, those Bills receivers, man, they go so late. Curtis Samuel, Khalil Shakir, Keon. It's kind of like the Chiefs trio. It's like we don't really know who's going to really be the guy to have out of the three. So we just kind of draft and hope.
What's your take on him?
I think Keon's gonna have some boom weeks. Not really a big fan of him for this because I'm just kind of like, well, you're not gonna know when to start him. He's more of a best ball guy. And then Shakir and Samuel, I don't see either of them really having a big enough role to be relevant. Really, the only thing I think that's worth drafting in a regular size league is obviously Josh Allen, and then weapon wise, Dalton Kincaid. But he's been going so high. He's one of those helium risers. I'm just kind of out on the Bills offense, but definitely monitor the waiver wire. Like if those guys would go undrafted, and if one of them starts to emerge, and it could be a great value pickup type thing.
You're up, man.
Yeah,
okay.
Damn it, this is a tough decision. Frick, give me Dobbs. I'll take Dobbs. We were talking about him earlier. I'm gonna back him here. I could still use another running back, but I figure, running back 4 isn't that important. WR5 also, obviously, none of this is that important, but it's one of those things you want to take upside with a little bit of floor, and I think Dobbs offers that. Yeah, we talked about Dobbs earlier. For those that missed it, for those just tuning in, watching Mock Draft Monday. We go live every Monday here on the Guru Nation channel. Spencer the Guru, make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. It helps out a lot. Appreciate all the love shown to this channel leading up to the 2024 NFL season. Really excited to get it going.
I'm going to plug my nose here and take my third quarterback.
Let's see it. Oh, okay, Daniel Jones. I mean, I'm not mad at it. I know he's coming off the knee, but if he's healthy, he could be a sneaky third because he can run a little bit. And if Drew Lock, he's not that great. I would think Jones keeps the job there, so I don't mind that. J.J. McCarthy, he was your boy, right, in the pre-draft process?
Yeah, I mean, he's just not – I mean, it looks like it's going to be Darnold. At least for a little while, yeah.
Darnold, ugh. Like, wow. I know, yeah, McCarthy probably needs a little, time to get, to warm up, kind of like with, Jordan Love needed time. Like, I bet they won't give McCarthy that much time. No, I bet as soon as if they get off the really bad start, they're going to want to turn to McCarthy.
Yeah, I mean, the training camp reports have been hit or miss on JJ. He's had some ups, he's had some downs, so.
Right, yeah, he's looked like a rookie quarterback. That's how the typical rookie quarterback looks, inconsistent.
Yep.
So I can't say I'm surprised about that because it's wild. They always want to rush these rookies, but look at Mahomes. Mahomes didn't even play his rookie year outside the final week. Jordan Love barely saw the field his first 3 years. And even like Trevor Lawrence is a rookie. Yeah, he started all the games, but he was trash. Bryce Young last year started all the games as a rookie. Trash. All these people want to ordain these rookies and take them super high in redraft, but you got to realize, man, this isn't dynasty. This is redraft. You don't get to keep these guys for 2025.
Yep.
So it's a PSA. Don't reach on the rookies. I'll have to get on Joseph about that. He tends to be bad about that one. To treat a redraft league like a dynasty league. But anyway.
He's a really good dynasty player too, by the way. So.
I believe it.
Yeah, he's. But yeah, there's a big difference between redraft and dynasty, no doubt about it. Where am I going here, Spencer?
Yeah, it's just depth here. I mean, you could.
Yeah, some guys you like.
Depth, yeah.
Yeah, here's a guy. I'm actually trying to get down to Dolphins training camp here.
Oh, don't do it. Oh, that's who I wanted. Damn it.
And this guy,
right?
With A-Chain and Mostert, their fragility. I just think a guy like Wright. I mean, he's a size speed combo, and he fits that Mike McDaniel scheme perfectly. That one cut and get to the outside, And I just think if there's any injury, I think we should be saying, Jalen Wright's going to be, a top 15, 20 running back for the week. even if one of the other guys is playing. If he's one of the part of the committee with either Mostert or A-Chain, depending on if one of the other misses. So,
yeah, I like him, and also kind of like Marshawn Lloyd. I took him as a consolation prize. Green Bay's offense not as running back friendly as Miami's, but the good thing with Lloyd is really all he has to beat out is A.J. Dillon for the number 2 role, and I think he'll do that, man. A.J. Dillon is not anything special. As much as we wanted him to be a thing, he didn't fan out. So let's just move on to Marshawn Lloyd, and I think they're going to do the same. I know he's just a rookie, but rookie running backs tend to be the ones that, they can just throw in there right away, and they tend to pop off. So if something happens to Jacobs, look out. Marshawn Lloyd could be a league winner.
Yeah. And Jacobs wasn't the most efficient guy last year, to be honest.
He's getting a little long in the tooth. Got a lot of mileage on him.
Yep. And when a team lets a running back go, that next stop isn't always, like hunky dory. I mean, it's not always greener on the grass isn't always greener on the other side. So again, I mean, I think Jacobs he's part of a good offense. He's still regarded. You talk to like NFL executives, they say like Josh Jacobs is one of the best players in our league. I mean, they really, really like respect him. So I'm not saying he's going to like fall off at all, but there are some warning signs there that he's starting to slip a little. And, Lloyd's right there. Lloyd, I saw him at the Senior Bowl. He could run, and he's an underrated catcher of the ball too. He's got he has like Pacheco, like violent cuts when he runs the ball. He had people there in Mobile, like he made a cut and made some guy fall, and the whole place was going nuts. Just like a sharp cutback, it just broke somebody's ankle. He reminds me a lot of Pacheco with that violent running style.
Oh yeah, man. We know what Pacheco is doing. I just got him. Shout out to the Homies League started by Clock Management. We just started the redraft, a slow draft today, and I got Pacheco in my 2nd round pick. I think I'm back on the clock there for my 3rd round pick. So if any of y'all are listening, I'll make that pick as soon as we get done here live. But I'll make my last pick for this thing. So
is this our last pick, Spencer?
Yep. Yeah, we're just going 14.
Okay. Hey, yeah, Pacheco, what an ascend that guy has had now. I mean, he's like a top 10 guy, like solidly, and you can like take him over like some other big name guys.
Yeah, Derek. I took him over Derrick Henry.
Yep. I mean, now he's getting all like Clyde Edwards-Helaire is not even getting any discussion during camp. It's like Deneric Prince. I mean, Pacheco has no competition whatsoever now.
No, he really doesn't. He's a true workhorse, man. Rashad not in that group, but I like Pacheco more.
They came out and said his pass blocking had improved, which he was like, that was the worst part of his game.
Yeah, that's why they're comfortable letting McKinnon go.
Yep. I mean, now nothing to hold you back.
100%.
Oh, last pick, huh? Closing time here.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let me see. I'm going to have to dig into my bag here a little bit, maybe. Although 14 rounds, we should be able to handle that, right? We do enough.
Oh, yeah. This is a breeze for me. I'd be studying those 25 rounders and then IDPs. Yeah. Now, come on, Chad. I mean, I like Pacheco a lot, but definitely Brees. I mean, Brees clearly is a top 3 back. I like Pacheco a lot. I'm high on him too, but you can't take him in the first. That takes all the value out of it. Dontavian Wicks. Okay, yeah, he's the slept-on guy in that Green Bay receiver room. But, yeah, if something happens on the 3 in front of him, then he'll see a good amount of snaps.
Yeah, the Instagram loves Dontavian Wicks. I don't know if you've noticed that. They constantly write this guy up, and they think he's one of the biggest sleepers.
Jaden Reed. Jaden Reed's the one they've been bigging up. It seems like her best mid-round league winner, Jaden Reed. I mean, so many Jaden Reed posts on Instagram.
I think Wicks popped up on a couple of those PFF reports, and then all of a sudden he was like this darling.
Oh, I see. Yeah, he's on the deep dive pages want to hype up. Yeah. Who could be this year's Puka Nacua? They always want to pigeonhole certain things and want to.
That's tough for that to happen. I mean, that's pretty rare.
It doesn't happen. There's a reason why that was so crazy.
Who's this year's Puka Nacua? Nobody, because it doesn't happen that often.
Yeah, it's like the year they're all like, who's this year's? Who was the one that had that year Philip Lindsay burst onto the scene as a UDFA, and it's like, who's this year's Philip Lindsay? Or who's this year's James Robinson? It's like, man, that only happens once every few years. Most years UDFA running backs don't amount to jack.
I mean, I just watched the pickups in our sleeper leagues. Like Sean Payton said something about Blake Watson, and all of a sudden he was like 100% owned on sleeper. Then it's
man, the D-Gens, bro. Shout out to all my fellow D-Gens. Y'all really stay on top of that.
Yeah, we're a part of that.
Goodness, yeah.
We're a part of it.
That's hilarious. As soon as a blurb drops, boom, they all go to. I did that with the Mason Tipton dude for the Saints in my dynasties. I picked him up in all of them because
the wide receiver.
Yeah, from Yale. Because they had good reports coming out of camp, and then boom, he was like the most picked up player on sleeper within a day.
I think it's Bub Means there, honestly, if we're diving deep. I like what I saw from Bub Means. I know that's
I don't think he showed much yet in camp. That's the thing. Yeah. He's been kind of quiet, where that Tipton guy's been the guy that showed out.
Yeah.
All right, let's grade these teams, big bro.
Ooh.
All right, our first one, Chad Hansey's got CMC, Puka. Man, Puka fell here. Yeah, Superflex. Brock, Purdy, Nico, T-Law, Pickens, Kittle, Pollard, Moss, JSN, Brian Thomas, Chuba, Ginsu, and Jerry Jeudy.
All right, I've been hearing about your grading through the grapevine, how hard your grading's been.
Oh yeah. I don't give any easy A's, that's for sure.
These guys were whining like drunken
Troy
sailors.
Franklin, bro. Troy Franklin and Dynasty. Who was whining?
Some of these guys are whining like drunken sailers when you gave.
Oh yeah, in the chat. Yeah. I just lay it to them straight, bro. If you like it, cool. If you don't,
I said,
sorry.
You gotta come in there. You gotta come strong. So
come correct. Yep. So this one it looks pretty good. He did the hero RB strategy, and then his wide receiver room looks pretty decent. Puka got him at a pretty good price point. Purdy, T-Law, Minshew, not a bad QB room. This is just an in Kittle. This is just a pretty solid kind of team, all around pretty good. I'll give it a B.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean he did good here. He's got two good super flex QBs. I'm a little bit higher on Purdy than consensus, a couple spots higher because of that efficiency, and I like the pick. And then T-Law, I just feel like he's at some point he's got to have like a good year here. I mean, I feel like it's a bounce back year for T-Law. But
yeah, I think so too. I think he got him at a great value there in the 5th.
Yeah, and the betting markets were higher on him. I mean, I start thinking about all these other things. I don't want to get too deep here, but the betting markets like T-Law. But so I mean, he's a great super flex quarterback. Obviously, he's got good. Yeah, I mean, I'm right in alignment with you there with your grade. Do I have to give a grade too, or what? How's this work?
Yeah, sure. You're the guest.
Yeah, it's a solid B. Yeah.
All right. Cool. Let's move on to incomplete catch. He's I don't know when's the last time he's drafted with us. He's definitely drafted with us before, so shout out to him there. Josh Allen, Saquon, JT, Herbert, Pittman, Evan Ingram, Scary Terry, Jonathan Brooks, Nick Chubb, Jameson, Curtis Samuel, Bo Nix, TJ Hawkinson, Xavier Legette. Yeah, this was pretty good other than the receivers. I mean, Pittman and Terry are decent, but your flex plays are going to be a little iffy there with J-Mo, C-Sam, Legette. That's my only gripe about this. The rest of it all looks good.
Yeah, no, too much risk with Brooks and Chubb together. I don't like that. But, I mean, he's got Barkley and Taylor. I guess he doesn't really need those guys right away.
Yeah, for sure. I'll give it a C+.
Not a Herbert guy, and he's banged up. I mean.
Yeah, it's got potential, but I can't give it a B. I'm going to go C+.
Yeah, I mean, who's he got down below Chubb?
Jameson, C-Sam, Nix, Hawk, and Legette.
Well, he's got a lot of guys that are like, Legette's
that's all. Yeah, he's got too many risks. Yeah,
Hawkinson might not play right away.
He's got too many injuries. Yeah.
pretty much the same grade you gave, really.
Yeah, maybe even a C because that's just too many. You're not gonna have enough IR spots for all those guys. Yeah, I'm gonna bump it.
Pittman's not a one. I mean, Pittman's not gonna be able to keep up with the big dog, elite wide receiver ones and
exactly. Yeah. Yep. All right, moving on now. Harbottle, one of our regulars. CD, Gibby, Marv, Kirk Cousins waited till the 4th to take his QB. Then Cooper Kupp, Mark Andrews, David Montgomery, Gino, Austin Eckler, Jerome Ford, Rashid Shaheed, JJ McCarthy, Dallas Goedert, Jaleel McLaughlin. Yeah, I saw what he did there with the Lions duo. That was interesting. Great receiver trio. CD, Marvin, Kupp. Wow. Kind of sacrificed at QB, but damn, that receiver trio. Whew.
Yeah, I mean, so there's a couple different strategies at Superflex, Spencer. If you're going to wait on quarterback, you got to build a super team around them, right? And did he do it here? Did he pull it off? I mean, I don't quite think so. The running backs are a little light after Gibbs.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
this receiver depth kind of rough. Yeah, I would give this one I can't quite give it a B. He's got a lot of upside here. I'll give this one the C+.
I think so. Yeah, I'd say C. I was going to say C+ too, just because.
Yeah, it's got upside, but QBs could definitely hold him back. All right, you're up, bro. Hurts, J-Love, Olave, Waddle, Kamara, Tank, Pitts, Zamir, Rashee Rice, Chase Brown, Hop, Daniel Jones, Jalen Wright, Dontavian Wicks. You kind of slipped that Pitts pick past me. I'm not a big fan of Pitts this year, but I like the rest of it.
You don't think Pitts can ascend a little bit in that offense, or?
I mean, he could, but will he? I mean, he's had chance after chance on those with Arthur Smith. That's kind of bad for anyone in that system. So it's probably not all his fault, but definitely some of his fault, I'd say, to where I'm out on him being a top 5 tight end. But where you got him, though, not bad. I mean, you got him as tight end 7 or 8. So it's not like you took him way above ADP or anything. But I mean, I'm just being a little nitpicky with that because I'm not a Pitts fan personally. The rest of your deal, though, I really like it. I think you killed it at QB. Receivers look really nice. Plus, you got a little depth. Running back room, I don't mind Kamara as a one, and you got some nice depth. Really, my only gripe is Pitts.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, yeah, I usually don't grade myself, so if you don't want to grade yourself, that's okay. I'll give you I mean, it looks really good. I'm going to say I'll give you A-. I'm not going to give you an A because of Pitts, but I'll go A-. I think you killed this draft, bro. That team is very, very complete. Not really any flaws or weaknesses.
Thank you.
Other than Pitts. I hate Pitts. He won't ever catch me being a Pitts truther, but we'll see if he can.
I mean, with Kirk O'Chains, man, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. I've kind of warmed up to the idea of Drake London a little bit. I was out on him as well, but we shall see.
Can we talk about Bijan? I wanted to come on here and just talk about Bijan.
Oh, yeah, all the hype, man. Yeah, that dude, shout out to Beast last week. Took Bijan at the 101. I was like, oh, my God.
I mean, I'm not that high on him, but I'm not far behind, honestly.
Yeah, Bijan's going crazy. Where'd he go in this? Oh, the 2-2. Okay, so he went at a pretty good price here.
Yeah. Well,
so we'll get there. We'll get there. Let's get these out the way.
I do want to do my Bijan take while I'm on the air here.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Let's rapid fire these here. I'm getting a little hot here. The light's shining bright on me. So let's go quick. Math him. Mahomes, Wilson, Kyron, Ayuk, Stafford, Cooper, Zay, Najee, Hollywood, Tajay, B-Rob, Drake May, Schultz, Conklin. All right, QB room looks pretty good. Mahomes, Stafford, good duo. May, he'll probably start by the time he needs a third. Kyron, pretty good one. Najee, Tajay, B-Rob, decent depth. G-Dub, Ayuk, Cooper, Zay. Looks pretty good. I mean, he waited late on tight end, got Schultz and Conklin, but I like this team. I think it's pretty well-rounded. It might not have quite enough upside to be a league winner, but with the right moves and stuff, it'll definitely make the playoffs, I think. I'll give it a B+.
Yeah, I mean, he checked all the boxes here. He's got depth at each position. Yeah, I mean, like you said, the only real flaw is tight end. He just punted tight end. So,
yeah,
not the worst strategy in the world. You're only starting one tight end. So
for sure.
you can kind of manufacture some things there. But, yeah, solid. I'm right in line with you. I'd say it's a B.
Good deal. All right, my time is now. Let's see what I did here. Lamar, AJ Brown, ETN, Goff, DJ Moore, Trey McBride, Keenan Allen, James Conner, Ladd McConkey, Devin Singletary, Justin Fields, Romeo Dobbs, Marshawn Lloyd, and I snuck in Slick Rick with my last pick, Ricky Pearsall. What are your thoughts?
You got great quarterbacks. You got You got good receivers. I mean, AJ Brown, DJ Moore, Keenan's good.
Yeah, I got both Bears guys, but I'm like, that's going to be a high volume pass offense.
McBride's one of the best. I like the Connor pick, honestly. I really do. And the Singletary pick, there's been some reports out of camp that, Singletary's actually kind of like, he's still going to be a committee guy, but I think he's going to be a little bit better than people think. So that's a good pick. Yeah, I mean, it's all there. I'm higher on DJ Moore. I told you that. And
yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it's your quarterbacks you've got elite there. I mean, I'd give you an A-.
Appreciate that, bro. I can live with that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I feel like I've been on a pretty good roll lately. I hope I can stay in this, as they say, I'm kind of
ETN too. Yeah,
I'm in my I don't want to say mid-season form, but I feel pretty good about the way I've been drafting lately. So hopefully I can keep up that same energy in the real drafts.
Yeah, I mean, ETN's a workhorse. I don't want to shortchange you on that pick. That was a great pick too.
Appreciate you, bro.
I like him better than what Kyron went right the pick before him. I'd rather have him than Kyron because Blake Corum's going to factor in. Blake Corum's a good running back, so you ended up getting the benefit of the doubt of that. So.
Hell yeah. We go on our next half of the draft. Marty, shout out to Marty. He's got Tyreek Hill, Dak, Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs, Rashad White, Dalton Kincaid, Deshaun Watson, Jaden Reed, Xavier Worthy, Jordan Addison. Man, he got Addison dummy late. I know he's going to probably get suspended, but still, that's a good pick. Josh Palmer, Zeke, Tyler Lockett, and Jalen Polk. Yeah, no QB3. That could be a little concerning, especially Watson's injury history. Running back trio, pretty nice. Jacobs a little shaky, but I do like Henry and then White in the 5th. Great value on Rashad White. Took advantage of him slipping. Tyreek, obviously a great 1. The 2 a little shaky though. Reed, Worthy, Addison, Palmer will probably be having to shift back and forth between all of them. And then Kincaid, nice tight end 1, but feels just a little bit unbalanced here, but not a bad squad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm curious. You think was this a strategy, or these are the guys that fell to him and that he wanted? What do you think? I mean,
I think the thing with the Rashad White, that just fell to him. He was probably like, I'm going to get 2 RBs back to back, and then he's like, well, I got to go. Rashad White fell to me. I think the thing where he kind of went a little wrong was taking Jacobs. If he'd have taken who went after Jacobs, Laporta, Diggs, or Jaden. Oh, no, my bad. It's the other way. Goff, Ayuk, Waddle. Yeah, if he'd have taken one of them over Jacobs.
He could have grabbed Ayuk right there.
Yeah, that's to me where he kind of went wrong, in my humble opinion. He was just trying something new, he said. Not bad. I'll give it a C. It wasn't a total failed experiment, but didn't go.
No, because when I see
as well
when you see these where like 2 or 3 positions in a row were selected, you just kind of wonder, was that a strategy? And yeah, but yeah, it's not bad though. I mean, it ended up okay. I mean, I don't mind Watson as a second QB in Superflex.
Yeah, I don't either. It just would have been nice to have gotten a 3rd. If he'd had a 3rd, I'd bump this up to like a C+, maybe even a B-. But yeah, Watson is this 2 without a 3rd is kind of vulnerable.
That Zeke pick is actually decent too late. I mean, he's going to get.
Yeah, he got some nice dirt cheap values there with Addison,
Palmer
Zeke,
too.
Palmer, that's some. Really
I think sounds like we both like Palmer. And then Addison dirt cheap, like you said.
Palmer's one of those guys in home leagues. People aren't going to worry about him, but the sharps like us, we'll know to get Josh Palmer late.
I think he pulled it off here. B+.
Yeah, his late rounds are. Oh wow, B+. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
He's
got a lot of talent. You know, I like these rosters that have like a lot of talent. Like he pulled a lot of talent.
Does. And I'll bump him up to C+ then.
Wow. Xavier Worthy, I mean, he's been flashing in camp on those long balls. I mean, he's going to be something too. Jaden Reed, when they give him those scripted run touches, I mean, he had a good year. Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot to like there.
For sure, man. All right. Cisco Leone, is that fresh? Which one are you, fresh? Let me know. Yeah, Marty appreciates that grade. Yep. Cisco, I'm not sure if that's fresh. Fresh or no, MJC is fresh. Okay, he was pick 10. All right. Because I know Fresh has been up in here in the chat. All right. Pick 8, Cisco. I'm not sure. He I think, is our new person. So shout out to Cisco. This is your first time, man. Appreciate you for mocking with us. He goes, Burrow, Amon-Ra, Drake London, Laporta, Malik Neighbors, T. Higgins, really waiting on running back. Ramondre as his one. And Chris Godwin, Bryce Young, Brock Bowers, Trey Benson, Kendre Miller, Sam Howell, and Kimani Vidal.
Yeah, you can't win in these redraft, these seasonal leagues. You got to have running backs. Like,
yeah, he's really naked at running back. RB2 is rough because, I mean, Benson and Miller, just saying neither of them are having good camps, and Vidal looks buried on the depth chart. He's going to be immediately scouring the wire for his second running back.
Yeah, I mean, like when it goes from like the underdog best ball drafts where wide receivers are going early, we go over into redraft and it flips and it's all running back to go early. Like Derrick Henry was like a third round pick in best ball. He's going at the 1-2 turn, early second. Sometimes in these redraft leagues, it's like it completely flips. You have to address running back early and often. That's
true. That's C- for me because of that.
Yeah,
but not bad, though. If he's new, good job. Thanks for participating. And, you'll keep getting better the more of these you do.
And Bryce Young, like in Superflex, you got to go quarterback early and often. Maybe you caught him off guard with a Superflex draft here.
Yeah, I mean, he knew to take Burrow in the first. So.
Yeah. But you got to have a little bit better than Bryce Young. He's just –
yeah, he ain't it as a 2.
Yeah, he's just too iffy, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Boston Sports up next. Shout out to Andrew. He's got CJ Stroud, Jamar Chase, Travis Kelce, Stephon Diggs, Cook, Mixon, Kirk, Levis, Jalen Warren, Sutton, Russ, Pierce, DeMario, Pop Douglas, his classic late round pick, and Antonio Gibson.
Got a couple homer picks at the end there, huh?
Yeah. He loves him as Patriots, but, not bad. I like the Douglas. Could be pretty good.
Good late round picks, yep.
Yeah, this one looks pretty solid. I got to give him credit as QBs. Levis is a 2, not great, but he's got Russ as insurance. Chase, Diggs, Kirk, pretty good trio, Sutton, Douglas. His receiver depth a little lacking. I wish he'd have taken a rookie receiver to kind of with some upside. But, yeah, that's the only gripe here. Like his bench just doesn't really have – I know it's redraft, but, no rookies, not a lot of youth on this one late, although Douglas, is fairly young, so it's not bad. I'll give it. I like the way it started at first 3. I really like Diggs. I'm not a huge fan of Cook and Mixon, pretty good though. I'll give it. I want to say B+, but probably a B because I wasn't a huge fan of some of the bench picks.
Yeah, I'm a
all AFC team. Okay, interesting.
Is that what he did?
Yeah, he ended up all AFC, I think. Who was the NFC? I think he may ended up all AFC. Yeah. I don't see a single NFC player on this team.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's not bad. I'm a little lower on Cook because I think Ray Davis is going to factor in. They brought in Ray for a reason. And I like him as a prospect. But Cook is still solid. Mixon hasn't practiced yet. He's kind of scaring me a little bit right now. He is yet to practice yet. And there's some unknown injury or something like that they haven't disclosed yet, but starting to get a little bit concerned about that, but nothing too serious yet. But Kirk.
Yeah, he cuffed Mixon with Pierce.
Yeah, I mean I do like Will Levis more than most. I just because I know that like it doesn't look like all the makings of a great quarterback are there, but I guess I'm still looking at some of the tools that are there, like and then now he's got some weapons, and I just want to give him at least one more shot here, like at least give him this opportunity this season, and then we could say yay or nay. So yeah, I mean Stroud, Chase, Kelsey, that's pretty front loaded there. I give it like a B minus.
For sure. Yeah, that's probably fair. I may have been a little generous with the B, but not a bad team. Not a bad team. It might be it'll probably be one of those like sneaky playoff teams. MJC, shout out to Fresh. Let's see what Fresh cooked up. He's being a little critical in the chat. He said a C, but let's see what Fresh cooked up. Jettis, Caleb, A-Chain, Jaden, Debo, DK, Roma Dunze, DeAndre Swift, David Njoku, Raheem Mostert, Gus Bus, Adonai Mitchell, Sam Darnold, and Rico Dowdle.
You got both the Miami backs, huh?
Yes, he did. Yeah, did a similar strategy to the dude that took both the Lions back. So at least he got Swift too and Gus Bus, so a little more of a complete backfield. Jettis at 10, not bad. The receiver room, pretty good. Odunze, I think, was kind of a reach, and then his depth, just Adonai. Kind of wish he had like some veteran depth there, but it is what it is. Caleb and Jaden, pretty good, but rookies, so could be a little turbulent. And then Sam Darnold as a 3, not very inspiring. And Njoku as his tight end, though, not bad, but I don't know, man.
Did he take Caleb over Dak? I mean, Dak.
Yeah, that was reckless. I mean, that was reckless. Let's be real.
I mean, that Dak Daniels combo would just be so solid.
I know.
Stable, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Man, I hate to do it because I mean he's got a lot of ability, but I can't give this. I mean, maybe he was talking about himself. I don't know when he said C, but I think that's what this team is. I have to give it a C.
Yeah, Jets, Debo. I mean,
I know he's got weapons, bro, but he's still a rookie. Like sometimes it doesn't matter how many weapons you have. If you're a rookie, it's just you ain't used to the NFL defenses.
Yeah, it's probably like a C plus for me, I would say.
Okay, yeah, it's got ability for sure. It could definitely make the playoffs. I mean, he got really nice value there with the Mostert and the Gus. He got some nice late values, but just
he's got some firepower. Like A-Chain could get you those 40 burgers and.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's the kind of guy I feel like there'll be certain weeks where you won't want to play him.
Jefferson
could
have big weeks, and then if the rookie quarterbacks do well that week, Debo and DK are pretty solid vets.
Yeah, I feel like this team's one of those teams that's gonna probably either make the playoffs and make a deep run or just completely fall flat on its face.
Swift isn't bad as an RB2 there in the 8th round. I mean, that's pretty good value there, and he's kind of stacking them up with Caleb there, which I like. Gus was not Mostert. He backed up A-Chain and I mean, you could even start Mostert.
Yeah,
weeks, but
yep.
Maybe even like into the B minus range, kind of like.
I'm not gonna go that far, but if you want to, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I just because if he had Dak, I would have gave him like a really solid.
Yeah, the Dak thing would have made a big difference for me. But let's move on to Mega Moon. Mega Moon, shout out to him. He's got one of the spots for our. Oh yeah, we got to give out a spot to that to the league, to the followers league. So we'll give out a spot here. I don't think we had any A's, so we might just have to. I believe. You know what? Well, they have spots already. B-Man as well. I think. Who was the one that had the good grade? I think it was Chad, honestly. Chad's team was pretty good. He had a B.
Chad's in already, isn't he? Is Chad in or no? Isn't Chad in already?
No, he's in our money league. This one is the followers, the straight followers league.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I would invite you, but I think that one will just be me and 11 other followers. We're definitely running back that all in, though, the experts versus the followers, or pros versus Joes. Kind of like that, the ring to that. Pros versus Joes might change the league name to that.
That's a great league. That's a fun
league.
That's
been a solid league. I think we're going into year 5 of that thing.
Yep.
So I think out of all the ones we looked at, Chad's was probably the best. We didn't have any like outstanding grades. Math Man's was pretty good too. I'm trying to think, did we have Marty's was pretty good. Andrew's was pretty good. But I feel like Chad's, I might have to go back and watch the tape. But as of now, Chad it tentatively has the spot. I'm not going to give it to him quite yet, but I'm going to go back and watch the tape. And more than likely, the spot handed out from the night will go to Chad. But let's grade these last two because they've got their spots, but we still want to grade them. Mega Moon and B Man. Mega Moon has A Rich, Bijan. All right, you'll have the floor with Bijan after I read the team. Devontae Pacheco. I like that start. Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Smith, Aaron Jones, Pat Fryermuth, Deontay, Javonte, Derek Carr, Khalil Shakir, J.K., and Taysom Hill.
Yeah, I mean he's got A Rich at the top. I mean, that guy could break fantasy if he stays healthy. We all could agree on that, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then Bijan, this is going to be the year. I'm going to have to piggyback off of Beast.
Just my opinion, bro. Just my opinion. Take it for what it's worth.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro. I mean, he was getting jaws in me there, but it's all good. Not going to always agree.
Bijan, with this stability in this offense with Cousins and the level of prospect that he is with his running and receiving ability, and then this strength of schedule, is probably the easiest strength of schedule. Like, he has the easiest schedule I think I've ever seen for a running back. I'm going to go on here and say this today. Like, he has like one matchup versus a top 12 defense, like this entire year. And this is like graded defenses. This isn't like fantasy points against from last year. This is taking grades into account of the defensive fronts he's going to face and the personnel. I mean, these are legitimate strength of schedule grades that I look at. And this guy has got one tough matchup the entire season. He is going to smash. That's it. I mean, he's got a plus 1,000 or plus 1,200 prop to lead the NFL in rushing. It's like, guys, go throw a sprinkle on that tonight and then think about it later. Like, he can lead the league in rushing very easily with this schedule.
Right. It should be an improved offense.
Yeah, improved offense, bringing balance. I mean, they play in the dome. We don't got to worry about any of the crappy weather at the end of the year or anything like that. It's just all there.
Yep. As far as his team, it looks pretty balanced. The receiver room is probably my biggest gripe. The rest of it, not bad. Hell, Taysom Hill stock's going up. They're saying he could be a lot more involved than some are thinking in the Kubiak Saints offense. So I'll give this a B.
Yeah, I mean, Adams is going to be Adams, but this offense is, of course, I took Zamir, so I'm just a little scared about Vegas as a whole. And I guess if they move Adams, like all these rumors about he could go to like the Jets, that would actually work out perfect for this team because he's got Rodgers. But Bijan, Pacheco, we talked about him moving up. I like Smitty as a 2. I mean, I think Kellen Moore is usually pretty good with these wide receivers. So he's a value in the middle rounds. I like a lot of those wide receivers in that middle range. I mean, there's so many of them that I like. And Smith's one of them. Aaron Jones is good depth there. Patty Fry, I mean, he's not really a top 12 guy if we're talking, fantasy ranks. I mean, he's 14, tight end 14. So nothing really to awe you there. Deontay's going to get targets. Javonte's a little bit of a value. I mean, he's got a good team here. I'd say like a B-.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm running on empty here, folks. I don't know about that. I'm trying to get through these grades. I mean, this has been. I woke up feeling a little sick today.
Oh, my bad, man.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. I just want to let you know, so we could, wrap this thing up. So
sounds good. I'm going off on a tangent here,
Yeah, for sure, man, for sure. I would let you, but yeah, I'm about to. It's nothing against you. You giving the isms, I appreciate it, but it just,
we'll wrap it up, and you can get some emergency and.
Yeah,
get some rest. Yep,
for sure. Maybe that's why I was harsh on Fresh. Didn't mean if I took it out on you, my bad, bro. I've been kind of not really struggling. I've been all right, but I'm just kind of, let's just get it over with. B-Man. All
Good
right, he's got
B-Man.
Kyler. Yep, Kyler, Brees, Tua, Mike Evans, Baker, Ken Walker, Jake Ferguson, Ridley, Watson, Coleman, Charbonnet, Cora, Musgraves, and Tyrone Tracy. It looks pretty good. He did the 3 QBs thing. That's interesting. He kind of suffered, though, at the receiver position. He waited a lot, but he got some pretty good speculative guys. It's just only 4. They should have more depth, I feel like. He should have just – because he's got 2 pretty good backs there, Brees and Ken Walker. I like the Sharp pick, but, could have probably used those last 2 or 3 on some more speculative receivers. I think would have balanced this one out a little bit better, but he could always trade Baker or Tua for something. So I'll give it a C+.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, did he do enough there at receiver with Ridley?
Yeah, I don't know. Ridley is a little shaky, I'd say.
Yeah, and Watson's a little. We don't know about Watson. I mean, I know he's getting like whatever pumped into his hamstrings to make him feel better, but we still don't know about him staying healthy. Keon could actually end up being his 3 here. Not a lot of like.
Keon could save this team. If Keon really breaks out, this could be a playoff team.
Yeah, he doesn't really have a great running back 3 per se. I mean, that he can rely on, but he's got Brees, he's got Walker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, there's not really much. When you take that many quarterbacks early, you're just gonna have to accept the fact that your skill depth's not gonna be all that great.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give him a B.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. Yep, not bad. But B-Man, yeah, he's got his ticket punched already. So
yeah, I mean, I know he's another dynasty league guy, so I know he can work the trade line, the trade. Phone lines there for Baker. So
exactly. So yeah, that's gonna do it here. Appreciate everyone that tuned in. I would stay on, but kind of it's weird. I don't really feel like it's not like a traditional sickness, but just kind of a little achy. But we'll be fine. Not trying to make excuses. We push through. Damn it, we always push through on Mondays. So yes, sir. Any last words, Justin, before we bounce?
No, thanks for having me on as always, Spencer. It's always a pleasure to be on with you and do the mock draft Monday. And, let's do it again. We'll maybe do a single quarterback or.
Right. Yeah. I'll have to have you back for sure.
And we'll just keep grinding. Right now I'm going to be following all these training camp reports. I want to get any little bit of information I can get out of the training camps to share with people. I might even be down at Dolphins training camp this weekend because I want to see the running back splits. I want to see what is A-Chain. We hear he's progressing and how's Jalen Wright looking? We're going to be doing a deep Malik Washington. We want to see our dynasty guys, how they're looking. So we're just going to keep trying to provide information.
Exactly. So that being said, we'll have all that and more for y'all next few weeks here. We're into August, y'all. Redraft season's upon us. So for Justin, has been Spencer the Guru on Mock Draft Monday. Peace out, everyone. Hello, what's up, Guru?